Sammy Marshall, one steal away from being first all-time in Western Illinois program history. Has 74 stolen bases, tied with Steph Ryan for the career lead. And this time she's on the go, swing and a miss from Williams, and Marshall gets in there for a stolen base. And that is the 75th of her career, Western Illinois school record. So congratulations to Sammy Marshall, who in just 2 seasons has a school record for most stolen bases in a career with 75.
When you recruited Sammy, did you ever think that by her second season she would have the Western Illinois record for stolen bases?
No, I didn't. I mean, I knew she was fast. I knew she'd be special, but I didn't realize, that it would be of this caliber.
Not only has Marshall already broken a school record for most career steals, she has been extremely efficient on the base paths, beginning her career a perfect 58 for 58 in stolen base attempts. She set a Western Illinois record as a freshman with 43 steals, then broke the all-time record as a sophomore. And the second record came as a bit of a surprise.
Just stealing's always been my thing, so I feel like eventually I would have gotten it. My first 2 years, definitely never would have thought of that.
While Marshall has always been a successful player, at the collegiate level, it has been her dedication, hard work, and passion for the game that has set her above the rest.
She wants to become great, she'll become great. I mean, she has a lot of God-given talent, but she's got a lot of great work ethic. And again, to her, softball is urgent. Softball is something that means a lot to her. She takes it very serious. She has a passion for it. And so I think this year, again, not to put her, up there because it's not fair for her because we haven't played a game yet. But if you saw that in this fall, I mean, she really worked hard again in some different parts of the game. It's exciting watching her play, and again, not because of how great she does statistically speaking, but in fact behind the scenes. I mean, things that no one sees, the fans will never see her in practice, and that's where she blossoms.
That work ethic has allowed her to become one of the best base stealers in the country, and to be 76 of 78 in stolen base attempts, a 97% success rate. A lot of patience and understanding of the situation comes into play.
Mainly, I'll just watch the pitcher before my at-bat, so that when I get on first, I'll know her style of pitching or her type of release ahead of time, so that I'm not early, I'm not late, I'll get right on time. When I steal, I have my strides almost perfectly set out, so where I know exactly what foot I need to plan off of to slide head first, feet first, what direction I need to go. I can read the shortstop, letting know if I need to go outside of the base, inside of the base, or straight on.
She just needs to know that whenever we give her the steal sign, to not overthink it and to just, do her best, get a good jump, and hopefully be safe.
Along with setting a school record, Marshall has also been recognized for her outstanding play in the Summit League as well as the nation. She has led the nation in steals per game in each of her first 2 seasons and was the 2013 Summit League Player of the Year.
It's very nice, and as much recognition as it is for myself, it's recognition for the school as well. So even though my name's out there, Western Illinois is right next to it too. So as much as it is for me, it's for this school.
While she has always been a phenomenal base runner, Marshall has worked hard to develop her game, particularly at the plate.
She's coachable. She's the type of young lady that when you bring in your program, she has a lot of great upside. But then when you get around her and you see the vibrance she has as far as, loving to learn about the game, she knows what it takes, the extra work.
Originally a right-handed hitter, Marshall has not been hitting from the left side for very long. And last season's new hitting coach, Kevin Welch, worked with her to add new elements to her approach.
Well, I started hitting lefty my freshman year of high school, and every single time, every coach I've had, they've never allowed me to become anything than that bunting, soft slap stuff. And once I got here, Kevin did a great job of working with me and developing my skills as a hard slapper and hitting the ball for power. So right now it's been very nice having a coach that I can rely on and he can rely on me, knowing that we're going to get the job done, whether it is the soft game. If the defense is playing back, I can still bunt the ball, or if they're playing in, I can hit it over their heads now. And so right now it's still trying to develop me into being that triple threat, or hitting every aspect of hitting down I can. So it's just been awesome having a coach who's willing to work with me, because I haven't had that in the past.
The development of the hard slapping has come very naturally to Sammy, who quadrupled her amount of extra base hits from her freshman season by hitting 3 doubles, 5 triples, and her second career inside the park home run.
Black sleeves as a high fly ball to straightaway center field. This is over the head of Jessica Lamb. Can't make the basket catch. Marshall, she is going to be sent to the plate. She is on the way. The relay throw. Not in time! Sammy Marshall's second career inside the park home run.
She didn't just have the short game where she got on stole bases. She added power. So now she's hitting triples, doubles, RBIs, you know, doing those things, which she didn't have her freshman year.
After Sammy's remarkable freshman season where she bat .420, she had an even better sophomore campaign. All of this while dealing with some personal struggles. Her father, Dave Marshall, was overseas teaching in Saudi Arabia for the entire duration of the 2013 season, which was something that Sammy was not quite used to.
Throughout the whole season, it was very difficult because I was successful at the plate, and I couldn't share that with him. I couldn't, after the game, him coming up to me and say, "Good game, sweetie," or anything like that. Like, I just didn't have that, which I'm used to. He's been my first coach since I was 8 years old, and it was just hard for him not to be there for me when I needed him.
Sammy finished the 2013 season tied for the 4th highest batting average in the nation at .465. She was even leading the country for several weeks with an average well over .500.
It never showed. I mean, she gave 110% everything she did. When she came to the ballpark, she was all about softball.
I think she wanted to prove, you know, like that she was, you know, still just as good, and she just wanted to, you know, make him proud and let him know, you know, that he meant a lot to her, and she was dedicating that season to him while he was gone.
While her father was unable to be there, Sammy found incredible support from her mother, Kathy. Kathy attended all 37 games last season, traveling as far as Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to support her daughter.
Having my mom there is like almost like my backbone, like knowing, okay, I didn't do well, but at least I'll be able to go see my mom after this, or I did well, I can't wait to celebrate with my mom. So having her there when my dad couldn't be, I couldn't have asked for anything better.
She's a diehard fan, and she will, you know, when umpires aren't making calls, when things aren't, you know, I can kind of hear, you know, out there sometimes, and it's good to know that you've got, you know, her on your side.
During the Leathernecks' 2013 fall ball schedule, Sammy was finally able to play in front of her father once more, as well as receive her second NCAA Stolen Base Award, this time with him there.
Having him home during home games was awesome too, because I could just look up in the stands and he was sitting there with my mom, and it was like it was supposed to be again, like he was finally there for me. I usually don't hear a whole lot of things when I'm up to bat. I literally just focus in on the pitch, but I could hear him say, "Here we go, Sammy," and at that moment I was like, he's finally back. Like I felt happy after that.
It was awesome. She was so looking forward to it. I know she was tweeting about it, you know, it was everywhere, that she couldn't wait to see him, have him be at the game, see her in action again. So I know that, you know, it was very exciting for all of them, because the whole family came down.
While all the personal accomplishments have been there, Marshall now has her eyes set on a more meaningful prize.
This year we've talked a lot about making sure that now we get to those team goals. We get to the tournament, we get to the NCAAs, we work our way to Oklahoma City.
Having lost only 2 starters from last season, Marshall knows that with this year's senior class, this is one of the best opportunities for the Leathernecks to win the Summit League championship.
Honestly, this team is built to get a championship, and this is the year to do it. We have a great senior class. We have 6 seniors who have given everything they have into this program, and nothing I would enjoy more than seeing the look on their faces when we win that conference championship and then win the tournament and go on to the NCAA.
Now an upperclassman herself, Marshall knows how important her skills are on the field and knows that team accomplishments can be even better than the personal recognition.
I don't go out there on the field thinking I'm going to be the NCAA stolen base champion. I go out there saying, how can I best prepare the team to win? Right now it's just whatever we can do to get that senior class a ring that they've so well deserved over the past 4 years.
Until then, she'll continue to do what she does best, stealing bases.